Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Oh fuck, it's not even evening. Good. Halfway to evening. Halfway through the late afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today's video would be another episode of 2 Cents of Cyborg. First of all, I'd like to apologize for the amount of background noise you're probably going to hear. It's hot as hell in Singapore. I've got the windows open and the fans turned on to max. So you're probably gonna hear a lot of wind. Yep, it's gonna be real bad. Hopefully, my mic is good enough to record me talking instead. Record more of me talking than all that shit going on. If any kid outside screams, I'm gonna go get my slingshot and shoot him in the face with a ball bearing. They better not scream, the neighbors scream again, I'm killing a kid. There are many kids. One kid's gonna die. Anyway, let's get back to it. Today's video is 2 Cents of Cyborg, another episode 2. Episode 2. I'm very sure of that now. And we'll have a few topics to talk about today. They're not so long, so I'm not going to talk so long today. Or talk very long about a single topic. In fact, today I'm going to start a new thing. I will pick random news articles and comment about them. Most of them will be world news because hell, you guys want to hear Singapore news. I mean, what's the most exciting thing is going to happen here? Old lady falls over. Nobody helps. Great surprise, and the ministry complain about the degradation of Singapore's graciousness as a society, yada yada. We've heard enough of that shit. I've written enough essays about that shit. I'm sick and tired of writing that damn argument. It's a very boring argument. I mean, when you first think of it, oh my god, this is fun, I get to bitch at Singaporeans in general. After you read the 7th one, you're like, this is piss boring. It's the same points every time and nobody's gonna do anything about it. Unless we start forcing them at gunpoint. Then things will start happening. If you force people at gunpoint to be gracious, I'm telling you, society will be more gracious. Of course it'll be forced, but who cares? Eventually people will catch on. Then you don't even need the gun to be there for them to fear it, and therefore they will be gracious. And eventually the fear will go away, and everybody will be gracious because it'll be awkward to not be gracious. And that's what we should do. We should get the police to do something other than, I don't even know what the police do. They walk around. I know it's nice of them to patrol, but if they do that shit, that's gonna work out really well. It's gonna have a bad international image, of course. The government goes around threatening the people with guns so that we will be good people to one another. Great. Alright, let's see. 3 random news articles. Okay, these are really random. They probably have no relevance. Alright, one of them. Okay. A limbless Frenchman swims between US and Russian islands. Okay. He's a quadruple amputee, Mr. Philippe Crozion. Why I picked this article? It's another one of those articles where it's well known because there is a man who is, or man or person in some way disabled or disadvantaged doing something kinda amazing. It's a bit silly. I mean, if any other guy swims across the same damn distance, if I remember, America and Russia is like 4 kilometers apart at most. Yes, it's a great long swim, but could be worse. When any other person does it, it's like, okay, you swam across the Atlantic or something. It's alright, but when someone who is disabled, for this case a quadruple amputee, holy shit, quadruple amputee, how sorry do you have to be about life? The only way he's gonna ring the doorbell is if it's boner. Man has some skill. Unless he headbutts with his head. Just saying. I don't know, when anybody else does it, like when a disabled person does it, we kinda take it up a notch, like, oh, it's so great because it's disabled. And it's kind of silly because just because they're disabled, what makes them so special as a human being? He's still a person, he can still do whatever the hell we can do. He's just disadvantaged in some way, and for that we make a whole furor about it, a whole farce about it. Seems a bit, I know we're trying to fight for their rights or something like that, it's like, oh, we should support the disabled, but it seems a bit contradictory in this way. It's that we're supporting them because they're disabled. We're not supporting them because they're human beings doing what any other person can do and would for some reason want to do. We're supporting them and cheering them on simply because this disabled guy. I mean, I bet there's a whole bunch of people watching like, oh, I wonder what happens if I wonder what happens. Like, he drowned? Because he's missing 4 limbs. How's he going to really swim? Unless he took a lot of gassy foods, in which case it will be gas propelled. Then that won't really count as swimming. That's more for flying. Alright, that probably is a really bad joke. Alright, next article. Okay, here's another article. Apparently someone in Canada was chopped up real nice and bits of bodies were floated down the river. It's a horrible incident, of course. Dismemberment is so it's unethical. I mean, if you had to kill someone, you don't really have to go to the extent of cutting them to pieces. Why? It's already dead. If you dismember someone before they die, it's still bad. Dismembering someone after they die is like teabagging. You're teabagging a dead person, but you're doing it worse because you're cutting him up again. It's kind of stupid. I mean, if you want to mock someone, he's dead. You want to mock him? I don't know, mock his family instead. They'll feel more. He's too dead to care. If you cut him up, he doesn't know. Anyway, it said that, I'm just going to read out this article and stuff. Canadian police on Tuesday identified a woman whose severed body parts were discovered scattered throughout Toronto as a Chinese-Canadian spa owner and a single mother of 3. Tra-la-la-la, I won't say her name because I'll feel kind of bad if I make a joke about it. And here at the very bottom, this one single line made me think, what? We are treating this as a homicide, adding that forensic testing has not yet determined the cause of her death. What? We're classifying this as a homicide. No, she committed suicide and cut herself up into pieces and then chucked bits of herself into the river one by one. No, that's exactly what happened. No, a tiger attacked her and tore her into very neatly sliced chunks and then tossed her inside the river. Hell, there's not even any tigers in the wild in Canada. A big pack of wolves attacked them for some reason decided that eating her would be less useful than cutting her into little chunks. Oh man, I feel terrible for that jokes. But anyway, it's just a bit silly that, you know, so we're treating this as a homicide. Of course it's a homicide! The person's in chunks! It's chunks, it's like Ben and Jerry's ice cream flowing down the fucking river. Of course she's been killed! She's been murdered, clearly. It's not as if someone killed her and then someone decided to come along, oh, look, a dead body, why do I cut it out randomly and toss the chunks in the river? You have to be real insane for you to want to do that, of course. And testing is not yet determined the cause of her death, well, of course. That one's logical. I mean, she could be poisoned. Although she might have died because, I don't know, maybe she got chopped to pieces. And what the hell is this? A US drug operation uproots over 578,000 cannabis plants. Holy shit. That's a lot of weed. That is a lot of weed. Wow. Why did he manage to hide that shit for so long? Let's see. Blah blah blah. Have been uprooted from forests and national. Oh, it's been uprooted from forests and national parks throughout the western United States. Are they intending to sell this shit? So you just go around the parks and the forest, you check to see which plants are weed, and then you take them up. Wonder what the police are doing with them. Why do you even want to take out the plants? I mean, oh yes, they're weed, but why bother? I don't think so. Unless you're really, really good at this shit, I don't think so. You really go around going, oh look, that's weed. For you know, you could pick up something poisonous, and when you smoke it, good and bad, very bad. Alright, okay. Here's another one. Russia says there is no need for hysterics in the Pussy Riot case. For those people who have no idea what I'm talking about, Pussy Riot is a Russian all-female band, and recently they were recently arrested and incarcerated for putting out a song with lyrics that spoke against Vladimir Putin, the current president of Russia. And my friend told me about this, and I thought it was quite silly. He said they were arrested for bad-mouthing Putin, the president. We do that here all the time, but that's not the point. The point is that the Pussy Riot is a punk band of sorts, and they hold concerts through public disturbance. They would like stop traffic and perform on top of a bus and stuff. They weren't arrested for that. No, they were arrested and they were let off, probably. And also in one of their live performances, they stuffed live chickens up the vajayjay. They weren't arrested for that, but they were arrested for talking about the president, freedom of speech, something like that. That's what the whole furor is about. There's a lot of riots, a lot of protests about them because it's not upholding the freedom of speech. Russia. I feel terrible for that joke. I'm gonna be killed by the mafia tomorrow. If you guys don't hear of me tomorrow, yeah, call the mafia and tell them that you'll pay everything. I don't want to die. Pay the ransom. Pay the ransom. If they say you get less, you get a discount if they cut off a bit of me. Don't do it. Pay the full thing. I need my hands. Say they can cut off my legs. I need my penis too. So yeah, legs max. Alright, now that all that shit is out, getting to it. Hello. Alright, to explain really quickly why the video is in 2 different partitions with me wearing 2 different t-shirts. I changed my t-shirt. End of story. Second part, the video is in 2 bits because as I was recording on my phone, my mother called me, and being Apple, when you receive a call, stops every other bloody program. It's annoying, a bit stupid. So I continued talking even though the video wasn't actually recording jack fucking shit. But it's okay. I'll redo the back part, and the part that you guys don't even know what I'm talking about yet. Alright, so the other day, I was in my car, in my dad's car, driving down the highway. And have you ever been, whenever you drive down the highway, there's like plots of empty land, and then suddenly one day it's completely fenced off, and it's a big ass sign that says, "Coming to you soon," an apartment complex by company name, and then they put the name of the new condominium or apartment complex or whatever it is, and it always has a nice name. They always have a nice name. I don't even know why. It's like my friend lives in a place called Guilin. And I know some of my friends live in some really nice condo with some name I really can't pronounce or don't care to remember. But the name makes it easier for identification, it makes it unique. Which is kind of stupid because I just said it. It's unique, it's supposed to be identifiable, and I forgot the name. So yeah, but this company and this new apartment complex, they took it up to a whole new level of making it very unique and easy to remember. The name of this apartment complex is very simply House. Spelt H-A-U-S. House. How fucking simple is that? And how straight to the point it is. It's very concise. House. That summarizes the whole damn place up in one word. House. You can imagine how easy it is and how convenient it is to have a name like House. I mean, if you forget, like, I wonder where my friend's house is at. Oh, now I remember. And we need to tell your friends, hey, come to my house. It's at house. It's easy. It slips off the tongue really well. But of course, there could be other things so it can cause a lot of confusion, especially with the way it probably would be pronounced here in Singapore. You get in a cab, like, alright, hey uncle, can you drive to house? And where do you live, sir? Oh, I live at house. So can you drive there? I'm in a bit of a rush. Can you drive to house? And where do you live, sir? I live at house. So just drive, man. I'm in a hurry. I understand, sir, that you live in a house, but where is your house? My house is at house. Just go, man. No, you don't understand my question, sir, is it? Where's your house? My house is at house. I live at house. Just drive. Get out. Get the fuck out of my cab. You're drunk. Get the fuck out of the cab. Potential situation, you just know it. And now that I think of it, house might actually be in another language, which probably means something deep and meaningful, and I just fucking butchered it and ruined the name completely. I made a joke of it. But it doesn't matter. Alright, now to another one. I'm gonna make this video a bit shorter than normal. So here's another one, or here's another random thought. just to fuck with your mind a little. You know, whenever you go out and eat, whenever you eat anything, sometimes you come upon this restaurant, this cafe, this eatery, where they have managed to accomplish the perfect recipe for bland. You eat the food and you can't taste anything. It's like, there's texture. It feels like a burger, but what's in it? Oh, that's my microwave. Oven. Yay, dinner's ready. You know, when you eat the most bland food, and I'm not talking about, my school has one of these, in the canteen there's like one store that's just completely bland, you can't taste piss there. The most flavorful thing there's chili sauce. You eat it, it's like, I can't taste anything. They've made the food that's completely agreeable with everyone because you can't complain about taste, because there is nothing to complain about. But no matter what, whenever you have something that's so bland, there always is flavor to a certain extent. You know, you eat it. It kinda tastes like chicken. I kinda pick up the taste of something funky that tastes like vegetable. But you know, it's just a very light, bland flavor. But yeah, there is one thing that's really tasteless. Your spit. How is your spit so tasteless? How is spit so tasteless? I know your own spit tasteless to you. Your own spit is tasteless to you. I don't know what another person's spit would taste like. Because, well, it's kind of creepy to ask someone, hey man, can I drink your spit? And I haven't been kissed by a girl yet, so I can't exactly comment on that either. For a alone. So why is your spit so tasteless? Is it a chemical composition? Is there something in it? Is there something it was made of that just really, really tasteless? And now you're gonna hate me because you're gonna stay up all night thinking, how is it so? How is spit so tasteless? I can't taste it. Oh my god, my throat is so dry now. How is this happening? You hate me. But anyway, that's all for tonight. Evening, afternoon, late after, fuck it. Evening. That's all for tonight and this evening. This has been another episode of Two Cents of Cyborg, episode 2. Comment on this shit, because I'm really lonely without the comments. And like the video. Favorite the video. If not, I'm visiting your house tonight. And I'm gonna bring myself and my Chinese egg roll. I'm gonna make you eat that egg roll. Oh, so